When you attend church on Sundays, you usually see a diverse group of people, all with different backgrounds. You might see a police officer in the pews, but how often do you see a pastor in a police car?
Fox 39's Kristen Kwan shows us a man who does just that in this week's Behind the Badge.
Detective Mark Edwards became a patrolman at the Bristol, Virginia Police Department in 2001. A couple of years ago, he was assigned to the detective division to handle cases of domestic violence. But Edwards takes a different approach to the way he handles those cases, mostly because behind the badge, he has another job. At the Bristol, Virginia Police Department, Detective Mark Edwards takes on some of the toughest cases. But outside the doors of the PD, Edwards is also taking on cases from a higher power.
The Lord was calling me out to do a little more and become a pastor.
Edwards says it wasn't easy at first.
I had no congregation. I had no building. I just said, Lord, I'm willing. I was a willing vessel in that moment. And I said, Lord, show me what you want me to do.
The biggest hurdle was finding a church building. The bank didn't want to give him a loan.
And she said, okay, cool, you want to get this building for the church. She goes, how many do you have in your congregation? And I said, well, you're looking at it.
But eventually the loan and the building came, and so did the congregation.
Mark Edwards will fail every day, God, but Jesus, you'll never fail us. Hallelujah.
Now, Edwards preaches at other churches in the community. In both jobs, he says the mission is the same.
I get to see people that are beat down to their lowest moments, and I'm able to come in and not only be an advocate to them as a police officer and help them with the criminal process. I can also minister to them if they wish.
Those who know him say his job as an officer gives him a special perspective when he preaches.
He sees the struggles, he sees the things that they go through, and I'm sure his heart is poured out to them as well to let them know that there is somebody that cares.
Both professions involve the act of saving lives and saving souls, a revelation that Edwards says changed his life.
That if God's calling you, you just got to listen, and no matter what the odds are and whatever it may look like, He'll make a way.
If you know a first responder who you think would be great for my Behind the Badge reports, I'd love to hear from you. You can submit someone by emailing me at kkwan@wcyb.com.